Hello everyone and welcome back to another Buenos Aires vlog. My name is Chanel. If you're new here, I'm a digital nomad living in Buenos Aires, Argentina. I'm from New York. I've been here for almost a year and a half, which is like so crazy to me. I have loved living here like every single second, but recently I have been feeling a little bit of homesickness. This time of the year is typically filled with just so much celebrations in my family. There's so much love. There's so many family gatherings that happen around this year. My brother's birthday's in September. My mom's birthday's in October. Thanksgiving is in November. Christmas is in December. My birthday's in January. And there's just always something going on around this time of the year. So typically like my family is so together and seeing each other and so close. And this past week was like my younger brother's birthday, and I don't know, it just kind of like hit me a little bit that I wasn't there with him. We celebrated like through WhatsApp, we called him and everything like that. But I feel like it hits me sometimes harder than others that I'm not with family, and that is the number one thing I miss most. Not being able to see my family, that is the number one thing. And when I am feeling homesickness, I try to reach out to my family more. I call them even more. I call my mom so many times throughout the week, but like sometimes like I'll call her like extra just to kind of talk with her more. I don't know, I've just been feeling it a little bit. Moving to another country honestly has like so many positives to it, but one of the things that is not easy is seeing your loved ones in person, and that is the thing that I've always dealt with, but recently it has been hitting me a little bit more. So to kind of like help with that, today we went to Jay's American Diners and we got some pancakes, and I know it's like such a small thing, but when I eat food from the US and food from New York, like that helps so much. Like sometimes it like just brings me right back to feeling like I'm in New York or like in the US. So that's something that's very small, but for me personally, it makes a huge difference. And I share with you guys a lot, like when I go out to get New York pizza or bagels or whatever the case may be. And sometimes people are like, why are you eating the New York version when you're here in Argentina and you can just have the Argentine version? 9 times out of 10, it is just to feel like and eat my comfort food. Not to say I don't like the Argentine pizza, but I am very fortunate that there are like foods from the US here in Buenos Aires.
I have to tape this down and make it, hold on, let me do this from the other side, and make it so the door can't close. Because I was in here earlier today, and this side works, but this side doesn't, so I got trapped in here. So I gotta replace the door handle.
So I went to Leuche and I got these cute pair of shorts, and I'm really happy with them. But I mention this because if you guys know anything about Buenos Aires, you know that it is so a part of the culture here that like if you walk into a supermarket, if you walk into a store, it doesn't matter, you're always going to have some type of conversation, some type of small talk with the people there, and I love that. 100% I really do, but it's so different from living in the US, because in the US like that's small talk, like saying hi to people in the elevator, in the store, when you walk in, like that is not that common. And for me it was a culture shock, and it was also a big flag that like I needed to get confident with my Spanish quick so I could navigate all of these small talk conversations and the big conversations too. And if you're like me, if you're looking to learn another language or move to another country that speaks a different language, I highly recommend the sponsor of today's video, which is Lingoda, again, to help make your language learning journey just a little bit easier. You guys know I have been talking about Lingoda for a little bit, and I'm so happy that I have been continuing to take classes with them. I've had so much fun with all of the topics that they choose, with all of the amazing teachers that they have, and one thing that I love about Lingoda is that it is so flexible. You can pick a time that fits your schedule. They have amazing teachers with amazing classes. They are human-led, and because everyone learns language differently and people have different times and availability for when they can learn a language, Lingoda offers 3 different paths to meet your language learning needs. For the busy people just like me, there's Lingoda Flex, which allows you to fit language learning into your busy life. There's 24/7 classes to choose from. There's over 800,000 classes to choose from, which allows you to choose your own language learning intensity and follow Lingoda's expert guided curriculum. If you're looking for a more structured routine between 8 and 12 weeks, Lingoda Teams is the one for you. It allows you to meet with the same teacher over a period of weeks with the same classmates. And then if you're ready to take your language learning journey to the next level, there is Lingoda Sprint. It's a 2-month challenge to accelerate your language learning journey. You can take classes every day or every other day to make fast progress, stay motivated, and earn a big reward at the end. You can earn 50% cash back or classes free. And if you use my code down below, you can earn up to 20 euros off or the equivalent in your currency. So if you're looking for a true language learning partner to make your language learning journey just a little bit easier, be sure to click my link in the description down below to save money and start learning a language with Lingoda. Today, Michael and I are near the French embassy because they are doing like a French food fair, and we have come to this last year. Last year I got an eclair, but today we just walked through it and we got a cruffin, which was so good. It was like a muffin, but like styled like a croissant, and it had fillings in it, and it was very, very good. But we are near Calle Rojo, so we're gonna walk on this street. This is like a very pretty street. I've mentioned it before because one of you guys actually recommended us to come here, and this is like our 2nd or 3rd time coming here. But this area is so pretty, it's so peaceful. I would recommend, like, if you're looking to take like Instagram pictures, or if you want some pretty Buenos Aires pictures, you come down here, bring a friend, make a day out of it if you're looking to get some really good pictures. But yeah, we are just hanging out. The food was very good. We may take another swing to see if we want one more thing, but other than that, we're just chilling. It's gonna be like up to 80 degrees today, which is absolutely insane. So we're gonna see where the day takes us. It is not the next day. I have made a complete outfit change, but I got really comfy cozy. I just did some editing. I just submitted like an approval for a brand that I'm working with, which I'm so happy that I get those type of opportunities. So thank you to everyone who's watching. Like, you make this all possible, and seriously, like, I just post these videos just because I love connecting with you guys. But it's really cool when like a brand reaches out to me and like they want to work with me, because like we have like such a small tight-knit community with just like, you guys are amazing. So I can't thank you enough for that. And outside of that, today I'm actually about to leave in like 30 minutes, like leave in 30 minutes, and I'm not dressed to be leaving in 30 minutes, so I really have to go. But I'm going to go to another language learning event thing. It's not really an event. I always call them events. Like, it's not really an event. It's more like a get-together. This is like the one I told you guys, I think, about last vlog or the following vlog. Very chill, coffee chat, meetup, something like that. And I love those types of events. This one starts soon, but it's like way later in the day. I know merienda is very common here, but like I have to have like my last sip of coffee by like 1 p.m. at the very latest, or else the caffeine keeps me up. But I'm so tired, so I may get a coffee, which is like revolutionary for me at like 5 o'clock at night. And I had a lot of fun the last time I went. I met amazing people. It's always just nice to like connect with people and chat in Spanish, get to know them and things like that. So I'm excited to go. I feel like when I am feeling homesick, I can just be a ball in the house and not want to leave and just kind of like sit in my feelings, which is okay. Like if that's you, if you're going through that stage of life right now, like that is completely okay. But for me, one thing that helps me get out of that is like leaving the house. So I'm gonna try to do that. And if you can hear any noise in my background, it is indeed the washer. I told you guys like months ago about our monstrous washer, and it is better. It has gotten so much better, but it is not perfect. It's still loud and annoying and it moves, and we really need a new one, but we're just going to use this one until the day it breaks, and that day is probably going to come soon. I'm surprised it has been working for this long, but I've been saying it's been on like its last leg for months, so it is still working. The clothes still get cleaned, but it's not fun to watch.
How can it be you and me might be meant to be, can't unsee it, but I don't wanna cause no scene. I'm usually so unproblematic, so independent, tell me why. Cause that boy is mine.
I feel like this vlog is mostly me being homesick, me eating food from the US, and just talking about it with you guys. So in the essence of all of that, tonight Michael and I are having hot dogs with American chips and one of my favorite dishes from the US, which is macaroni salad. It's so easy to make. My mom made it all the time when I was younger. It's just noodles, mayonnaise, and hard-boiled eggs mixed together. There are so many other ways to make it, but that's like my favorite version of how to make it. So
Do I ever get homesick? Obviously, always miss my family. I miss very specific, like, processed foods that don't exist here. Like junk foods, like the purple Doritos, white cheddar, everything. Chinese food, but from New York.
last night Michael and I were talking about stuff we miss the most, and I said that I miss Pop-Tarts, and what I would do to have a Pop-Tart is crazy. Like the cookies and cream, Oreo styled Pop-Tarts, I would go crazy for one of those. Today was very, very fun. I started the day off by going to brunch with some new friends at a new cafe, and it was so good. I think I may have had the best budín de banana I've ever had here in Buenos Aires. It was so good. It had like peanuts, obviously banana, chocolate. It was so good with a nice coffee, and it was really fun connecting with new friends. I met them at a language exchange previously, and we all went up and met for brunch, and that was so much fun. Again, that's like my favorite thing to do. And after that, I met Michael on the soup day, and we went to a new like feria. It was during this weekend, and we went there. We walked around a lot. The place was very pretty, and it was really fun to spend time together. And it looks like it is going to pour tremendously. So Michael just took Max out on a walk, and in the essence of getting over my homesickness and craving some food from home, today we are going to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It's like 3 o'clock, and we're going to order, I think, a roast chaufa tonight for dinner, but I'm so hungry right now. So I'm not gonna make a full peanut butter and jelly. I'm gonna make a half peanut butter and jelly. And this again is like my comfort food. When we first came to Buenos Aires for the very first time, We could not find peanut butter like anywhere in the stores. So we were really nervous because we eat a lot of peanut butter, and also Max eats a ton of peanut butter too. But then when we came back in 2023, like it was so easy to find peanut butter. And for us, it's a blessing. We probably go through about one jar every week or every other week. And we're pleasantly surprised that we can still make peanut butter and jelly sandwiches while living abroad in Buenos Aires. The secret to a good peanut butter and jelly is always putting on an ample, hefty, good amount of peanut butter. If you're in Buenos Aires, if you have never tried a peanut butter and jelly, you have to run to the store or like one of the healthy stores to get some peanut butter, get some jelly, slabber it on a piece of bread, and I hope that you won't regret it if you try it. And before I end the vlog, I really wanted to be honest with you guys and have a little chat, because sometimes it is very difficult for me to be completely honest and vulnerable with you guys on the internet, because I know so many of you are so kind and so caring, and you have just opened your arms so open to us with Michael and me living here in Buenos Aires. But although 99% of you guys are amazing, there is always that 1% who likes to comment mean, hurtful, rude things. And I really try to not let that stuff get to me, but I think it's because I have been feeling homesickness a little bit. I have noticed myself like taking some of those comments more personally, and they have like been in my head a little bit. And I know sometimes people give us advice or recommendations or things like that, and that is not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like people who comment just mean, nasty, rude, uncalled for comments that are just quite frankly not nice. So I wanted to put this out there that although I am feeling a little bit of homesickness, that I am, you know, trying to come over this in some way, that does not mean that I do not love living here in Buenos Aires. Like for me, it has become a dream come true. I absolutely love living here. Of course, I miss my family at home. Anyone who lives away from their family probably feels the same way as I do. It is not easy, especially a time during the year where there's so many holidays and you usually spend time with family. It can be hard to overcome those feelings, and that's just kind of what I'm going through right now. It does not mean I don't love the food here. It does not mean any of that. I really love being here, and I want to stay here for as long as I possibly can. And, you know, speaking to my family more, eating comfort food, doing some of the things I like from the US, those all help. So if you are living abroad in another country, if you're living abroad here from the US or any other part of the world, if you're going through the same thing that I'm going through, I'm sending you lots of love, lots of positivity. I'm hoping that we can overcome this together. And as always, thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting Michael's and mine's journey of living abroad in Buenos Aires. We really, like from the very bottom of our hearts, cannot express how grateful we are for you guys. With all that being said, I'm gonna close the vlog here. If you enjoyed the vlog, be sure to give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And I will see you in the next one. Today, Michael, wait for this.
Chanel asked me if I ever get homesick. Never. Viva la Patra.
Is this recording? Okay. Anything you want to say?
I don't think so. No, I don't think so. Girlfriend's beautiful, that's what I want to say. Put it on the record. Arrest me for telling the truth.